This morning, Farage probably hoped that his main headline was going to be that he was hoping to be Prime Minister in 2029. But in fact, his limelight has been stolen by a modest reform candidate called Grant StClair-Armstrong, who's standing against Kemi Badenough. Well, why wouldn't you? And he posted in a blog in 2010 that I could weep now every time I pick up a British newspaper and read the latest about the state of the UK. No doubt Enoch Powell, somebody that Nigel Farage admired, would be doing the same if he was alive. My solution: vote BNP. Well, he's been forced to resign from Reform UK because of this revelation of historic indelicacy. And, the UKIP and Reform try to keep their BNP candidates secret. And certainly, I remember there were lots of questions about, have you ever supported BNP or the EDL, the English Defence League? And of course, I met a lot of people when I was infiltrating UKIP who certainly had BNP credentials. They were mostly boffins who were controlling the system rather than the candidates. The candidates were very carefully vetted. Not so now, clearly. And he also made jokes. This is the StClair-Armstrong talking about female hormones. And, he just seems a slightly louche individual. He might well say, I bitterly regret all those comments made many years ago, and I'm very sorry that some people deemed it necessary to hunt for them when I am not the person I was then. But a Reform UK person has said StClair-Armstrong has tendered his resignation as a member of Reform UK, but I would have thought he was already on the ballot now, and I would have thought that's not possible to change. And Farage has said, well, he was asked, can you guarantee that you have rid unpleasant people from the party? And he says, this candidate is a chap in his 70s, and he was never a member of the BNP. However, we don't find that acceptable. All parties are having their problems, he has said, with candidates, given the short general election This isn't a short general election campaign. This is a lingering general election campaign. And he says that the external vetting that Reform paid for wasn't done. And he'll say more about that in the next couple of days. So he's passing the buck. It's all somebody else's fault. It's not his fault, of course. He wants to be Prime Minister. The BNP is a far-right party which peaked in 2009, in the 2009 European elections in the UK, with 6.2% of the vote, its best national performance. And its policies include halting immigration and banning the building of mosques. So there you are. Not so different from Mr. Farage, frankly.